Hey, it's Curly, and this is going to be a quick update video. As usual, I'll give you the quick TLDR right to start the video. Took a hiatus over the summer, essentially. There was no uploads. Gonna start uploading soon, literally next week. Gonna be trying out a couple of different things. The streams may not come back this year. Sorry about that. And History of Vanguard is coming back full force. There should be a new video guaranteed no matter what at the end of this month. So with that, I guess I can ramble on for a little bit. I don't know what I'm going to put in the background of this. I recorded a video of me doing this update video, but I was a bit too scattered-brained because I guess I haven't recorded in a while. And I wanted to do a retake just to be a little bit more calmer now. It's a little later at night and I'm sleepy, right? But essentially, I took off the entire summer. I think I basically just experienced like massive burnout. And I just kept trying to push myself through it. And I would take like some breaks and try out different things, and it kind of like remedied the situation, but it never like really fixed it. And it wasn't like burnout from just like content creation. It was just, I don't know, I was just in a huge funk. I don't know what caused it. And then some stuff just like happened, and like I just had to not upload anymore, essentially. And I started focusing on other things, specifically to put it bluntly, the more important things in my life. So I started focusing on my health. Not that there's anything specifically wrong with it, but I just wanted to get into better shape. And I've put a lot of time into that over this summer. And also into my relationship with my fiance. We've spent a lot of time sort of reconnecting over this summer. And it's been great. I've had a great summer. Haven't had the greatest, I guess, relationship with Vanguard per se, which is a bit unfortunate, which is kind of another reason why it's kind of hard to upload, right, and make any videos, which is why going further things are going to be a bit different. There's actually a video coming out that sort of explains why, or sort of the kind of funk that I'm in. I'll give that a little bit more detail, I guess. But hiatus was fun. I don't know if I really got over the burnout. And I don't know how to do that, but I was just not uploading, and I think that maybe worked. But I was still doing a lot of stuff, right? So it's not like I was just, as much as I would have loved to have just been a couch potato or like studying for videos or something like that. I was just doing a bunch of other shit, which is another reason why I don't know how content is gonna go on this channel per se, just because like I've gotten so used to this new life, quote unquote, that I have of doing a bunch of different stuff. So squeezing content back into that is going to be a bit of a juggling act that I'm going to try and do, which has always been the issue, is that I always kind of put everything on the side for content, but now it's going to be kind of the reverse, I guess, which all sounds kind of not great if you're watching, if you like any of my videos. Sorry about that, but we'll try and make it work, right? The streams. I don't think I'm going to be able to come back to streaming, partly because of what I just said, right? I don't think I'll have the time, and I 100% will not have the time to do, at the minimum, the Thursday streams. Those will not be coming back until 2026, if they do come back, because currently, till the end of the year, I have a prior engagement every single Thursday when I would usually stream. That prior engagement is tennis classes that I'm taking, because I've gone way back into tennis this summer, but I will be taking classes, so I will not be available to stream during the normal time, right? So if I were to stream, let's say the 2 times a week that I did, it would not be on Thursday. It'd have to be like on another day. But in general, I don't know what to do with the streams. Like, they're really fun, and like the whole big issue I had before is that I'd make like all these slides of the cards, and it's pretty stressful because I have to like do it the day of, right, in order to get the reveal so that we can talk about it on stream. So I have to spend a bunch of time while juggling work and all the other things I have to do, making sure that that's ready for the stream later on. And it was really difficult before because I would like do a bunch of extra things and add on a bunch of that, which just make it way more difficult. That I'd spend like 3 hours preparing for my 2-hour stream or something like that, and getting really stressed out about it. The last time it was like, okay, I managed to manage the stress a lot better and have like a better process about it. But I guess it was just because of the whole burnout that I was having trouble with the actual stream. So I don't know. It's not that I don't want to stream, I will say that much. I've enjoyed streaming, but I don't know, I guess, how I want to come back or how I want to do it. I don't feel like I want to do the same format. It's weird. Like, as much as it like worked and it was fun just talking over the card reveals with you guys, like, I don't know if I really want to do that. I feel like that's not like, that's a bit of a nothing burger, if that makes sense, right? Like, I feel like it's just kind of like whatever, which is like maybe okay. Like, I don't know. I'm rambling at this point, so I don't really know. The point is, I don't know when the streams will come back. And then last but not least is History of Vanguard, which is probably what may have caused my burnout, maybe not, but it was definitely not helping. I made this grandiose plan to do a bunch of history of fights, right? Catch up with those, and then do a bunch of history of Vanguards. I had this whole schedule where basically I was going to do one video a month for history of Vanguard, and I was going to catch up to do one of the Link Joker sets all the way at the end of the year. So we're going to make huge progress to be all the way in the break right era. That didn't happen. Instead, I ended up working on the same goddamn video for honestly a whole year, essentially, for the most part, which is ridiculous. This video was supposed to come out last November or something like that, right? It's ridiculous. But I've had the script done since like this January, and I've had so much trouble editing it. And I've talked about it a bit in the past where I just cannot edit these videos anymore. And again, I think that was part of the burnout. But nonetheless, I have an editor now for History of Vanguard, at least for the next video. And I will continue to seek help with editing these videos going further, because I just don't know if I can personally do them anymore. The editing myself is just a bit much for me. And I'd like to take a break from it while still having the videos come out, right? We will talk more about the details of that later on. But as I said, the script's already done. The audio's already recorded, and the video is already edited, I believe. At this point of me recording it, at the time that this video comes out, the update video. So everything will be good to go. It'll come out sometime at the end of this month. I'm gonna try and release them every Friday at the end of the month. I'm doing this so that I have even more time, extra buffer time, so I don't burn myself out again, but 2, so I can actually immediately work on the next video. The plan is to get that done before this month ends, right? So I have like a month buffer more or less, but so that this way I can do these more consistently and like be on like good track and not be stressed out, you know, thinking that I have like a week to print this thing out, right? But we'll see. I don't know. It's weird with History of Vanguard because like I definitely want to make some progress with this, but at the same time I feel like I'm rushing through it. I feel like I need to rush through it, but at the same time I don't think I need to rush through it, but I kind of feel like I need to rush through it. But it's a lot of things I need to work through that I won't get into here. I feel like I rambled on long enough. So those are the things that I wanted to talk about. I don't know. This is like the third take because my dog keeps drinking water every time I go to record this. But one other thing is that I wanted to mention that we have, or will have, channel membership stuff, right? I've been trying to get the workings of that. I was hoping to have that ready for my big comeback here in the fall. It doesn't seem like that's gonna happen, so instead I'm gonna push that back to maybe in the new year we'll do that. I know like the whole thing like YouTube ad rates or whatever are low in January, so maybe I'll push it back even further. I don't know, but I got a lot of cool ideas that I thought of while I was in my hiatus that I'd like to pull the trigger on, including merch, including rewards, including all that jazz. But we'll see if I can finally pull the trigger on that, right? Other than that, if you've stayed for this long in the video, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoy your day. I'll give you, I guess, some sneak peek stuff. Not really sneak peek, but some stuff that's coming up, right? I'll let you know about it now that you've lent me your ear for so long, right? My quick little therapist while I go off my mindless rant. I'm going to try and do this thing when it comes to content where I've always tried to do this where it's like sort of having like serialized content, which is probably not the right phrasing, but to have like a specific series, right? And by series I mean a specific type of videos that I do, and to sort of reduce my burnout, my logic is to try and do these types of videos once a month, and that's going to be sort of what I focus things on. So I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to do an unboxing once a month, not in Maybe I will do one because of buddy fight, but we'll see how I feel about that. Do that once a month. We're gonna try and use a tier list video once a month. I like doing tier list videos, especially not specific meta tier list videos, and I spend so much time working on the actual tier list template. So I'd like to try and do that. History of Vanguard, of course. Not history of fight, but fight videos, right? I'd like to bring those back as well. So those 4 things I'm gonna try and focus on to make sure you guys get at least one video of those once a month, right? And if that's all I upload for the entire month, then I'm okay with that, right? But I also like to try and add in some like more I don't know how else to describe it without being derogatory, but more low effort ranty kind of stuff, because I did get bogged down with a lot of like script editing and like heavy editing stuff. So I'll try and do things that don't need like a lot of research either, right? Where I can just kind of like ramble, kind of like I am now, just to get some thoughts out in the air, just to have something for you guys. Try and do some more stuff like that, and maybe some more collabs. I always say that I never actually do it, but I have some collabs in mind that I will actually try and get done by the end of the year. At least just one of them. Minus all the history of fight videos, which I'm still going to try and do. I'll try and see if I can do maybe 2 of those a month, because I'd really like to sync back up with the history videos, but we'll see what happens. Any case, for real, thank you for listening to this video for so long. Forever watching any of my videos. Thank you very much for still being here and not immediately unsubscribing. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Play Vanguard and have yourselves a damn good one.